Partnered by Times Influence.
Mounds of waste. Garbage dumped on the roadside and overflowing from drains. Citizens assaulted by an intolerable stench. This is a sight all too common across India. Urban India is drowning in its trash.
With the development and the concentration in metros happening, the proportion of waste generators is going to be equally large. And in the metros, we have this problem of shrinking lands which can naturally decompose the waste.
Have you ever wondered what happens to the trash that we generate? 94% of waste is disposed of unsafely. It is either burned or dumped in untreated landfills. The waste is not treated to recycling, and hazardous toxic waste lies side by side with organic waste.
It is a fact that we are generating garbage, and the pressures on a municipal body are more immediate. I mean, are you able to give water supply, or how do you deal with the roads, the potholes? Garbage tends to take a backseat. It's only of late that, and with the Swachh Bharat Abhiyan, that a lot of focus has come on to how the cities treat their garbage. We haven't had the robust institutional mechanisms to deal with large city garbages. So yes, I mean, we haven't been able to find the right way to deal with the garbage.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi launched the Swachh Bharat Abhiyan on 2nd October 2014.
लेकिन पूज्य बापू का क्लीन इंडिया का सपना अभी अधूरा है.
With Mahatma Gandhi as the inspiration, the idea is to create a clean India of his dreams by 2019, his 150th birth anniversary. And one of the biggest challenges of the Clean India mission remains improper waste disposal, an environmental and health hazard that leads to both air and water contamination. Rapid growth and urbanization has resulted in a substantial increase in solid waste generation, and Indian cities are reeling under the burden of this waste.
People are just dumping the waste. They don't even see where they are wasting it. They just dump it on the street, wherever they want to waste it.
We say that India is a very developing country. We have the highest GDP in our country and all that stuff. And after that, you see a lot of things on the road. So that is like the discrepancy between what we say, what we show to the world, that what we are and what is the reality.
Even I throw garbage here and there. So I think I should not do it and suggest people not to do it.
What I think is every one of us should take steps, because it's not about a person who is cleaning or MCD department. It's every one of our duty.
India alone generates more than 1 lakh metric tons of solid waste every day, which is higher than the combined daily waste of many countries. Of the total municipal solid waste generated in India daily, 83% of it is collected and only 29% of this solid waste is treated.
We haven't been able to establish systems in place that deal with these mountains of garbage, both in terms of feasibility as well as in terms of costs. Of course, the MSW rules, the municipal solid waste rules, have been put into place just last year. And there have also been the construction and demolition waste rules and the associated rules in these respects.
Garbage is a big issue which is going to affect our cities in the coming years in a big way. It is going to harm our environment, it is going to shrink the green areas for our children, for the future generation to come.
The key to efficient waste management is to ensure proper segregation of waste at the source itself.
People do not understand that when they segregate at source, it goes in a long way in waste processing and recycling. When you mix up waste, even though it is segregated at a later stage, but then there is a element of wastage done in the process of mixing the waste and then segregating it.
if the first step is not achieved and it's unsegregated garbage, then the problems multiply. And then everything lands up in a central facility and then you see mountains of garbage. So without community involvement, I don't think we will ever be able to deal with the issue of garbage.
After the segregation, the waste must go through different stages of recycling and resource recovery.
Having done source segregation, the next step becomes a little easier. The next step is, if there's wet waste, then do you compost it? If it's dry waste, then you market it.
But can waste actually serve as a resource?
The private sector will come in if they see value in the garbage. Right now, the value is being derived from, say, waste electronics or some amounts of dry waste, plastics and others. Not many private companies are willing to deal with other forms of garbage. When you deal with the problem of garbage, it will have to be garbage in all kinds.
Taking up the cause of proper waste management is the company ExtraCarbon. A unique initiative by Green Tooth Technologies that collects recyclable waste from homes and commercial outlets and further sends this waste material to the recyclers.
I realize that we are wasting such an important resource. People in West, they see waste management as material management. There is a proper focus and a lot of education, energy goes into driving that waste into a proper material. That is why we thought, let's create a platform where most of the people, housing societies, corporates, government, everybody can come and choose the right kind of future for themselves.
With a systematic approach in place to tackle the issue of waste collection and segregation at the source itself, Gurugram-based ExtraCarbon is leaving no stone unturned to create a cleaner society.
ExtraCarbon brings to the table is the model where waste processing is holistically and scientifically done. At the same time, it is economically sustainable. So anything which is not economically sustainable doesn't work out for long-term as a long-term model.
Started in 2013, ExtraCarbon was started by two young entrepreneurs who wanted to make a difference to the society with the help of a business idea.
Primarily, we are into only collection. Then after collection, we do segregation and sorting. And sorting is done to make the qualities. Because recyclers, they demand different kind of qualities from every item. So let's say even in paper there are different qualities, in plastic there are different qualities. So once we collect all the material, we segregate and sort it further.
But the journey has not been easy, and since their inception, the company has faced numerous challenges, especially when it comes to convincing citizens to cash their trash.
The biggest problem is perception. We think that it is waste, so nothing can be done about it.
Changing that concept or conceptualizing waste differently to customers did take some time, but now that we've got a flow going, we can see that a lot of customers have been joining us, and we've been getting a lot of calls from very different places for pickups, for scrap pickups, because they can see ExtraCarbon doing a much better and greener job than what they've been getting for the past X number of years.
Like any other startup, even ExtraCarbon faced several obstacles and challenges on their path to success.
Of all these problems, and the biggest is perception, second was the finding right kind of talent, and third, of course, not a lot of funding has gone into this sector from venture capitalist world. So yes, these three were the major problems.
Going forward, Indian recycling firms can also minimize the import of dry waste that is a norm currently in order to witness sustainable growth in this segment.
Most of the recyclers, to run their factories at the optimum level, they are still importing the waste because our domestic collection is poor.
So what will happen by segregation at source is that contamination of the dry waste will stop, because the wet waste won't be getting mixed with the dry waste. So the waste will then be more useful for our recyclers here, and hopefully we can stop importing waste and start using the waste that's thrown in the landfill for better purposes.
Time for a quick break. coming up how ExtraCarbon is empowering our very own kabadiwalas to become eco-saviors. Taking the first step in creating a cleaner country, ExtraCarbon collaborated with the local kabadiwalas and offered them the opportunity to act as business partners in the firm. They were now called Green Superheroes, a move that empowered them to be a part of this change.
The Green Superheroes or the kabadiwalas are doing a job that has the potential to clean our city. And without them, this whole waste management sector of India is defunct.
Initially they thought we are here to eliminate them from the market, but it is not like that. We are here to empower them because we are providing them an IT platform wherein they can use our platform to reaching out to more and more consumers who are producing waste.
We have also named the Green Superheroes job the Green Collar job because we understand the importance of their job, and I hope everyone else understands the importance.
From the very beginning, this business model focused on giving a better job role to the local paperman instead of sidelining them.
We haven't broken any chain. These kabadiwalas have existed. We've just hired them onto ExtraCarbon. So they already know their job. They probably know their job better than we can train them.
ExtraCarbon has helped evolve the traditional role of the local kabadiwalas to become stakeholders in the business. They are now equal partners and are financially empowered.
पहले मैं एक कबाड़ी वाला था जो गलियों में फेरी लगाता था। इस कंपनी में जब मैं आया तो मैंने देखा कि ये कंपनी ऑनलाइन काम करती है। मुझे एक एरिया दे दिया गया, उस एरिया में जो मैसेज आते हैं वो मेरे ऐप पे डाल दिए जाते हैं और मैं जाके कस्टमर के यहाँ पे जाके उसका स्क्रैप कलेक्ट करके आ जाता हूँ सर।
Firasat joined ExtraCarbon 2 years ago. He used to earn a meager amount of 5,000 rupees every month before he joined this venture. And today, Firasat earns more than double that amount, helping him lead a financially stable life.
इस कंपनी में आने का सर यही मोटिव है कि कमाई अच्छी हो, फिर स्मार्ट बन के रहें। लोग समझ भी नहीं पाते हैं कि हम कबाड़ का काम कर रहे हैं। लोग हमें ग्रीन सुपर हीरो कहते हैं, तो सुनने में भी हमें अच्छा लगता है, करने में भी अच्छा लगता है। पहले कुछ मतलब नहीं था इस काम का, सिर्फ लोग कहते थे कि बस कबाड़ी का काम है, कि कबाड़ी का काम है कूड़ा उठाना।
And there are numerous such beneficiaries. ExtraCarbon has over 400 green superheroes enrolled on their platform. Customers find the entire process of collecting waste from their doorsteps both convenient and satisfying.
बहुत ही आसानी हुई है। इसमें ऐसा है कि देखिए, आपका सड़क के जो कबाड़ी वाले होते हैं उनके लिए तो वेट करना पड़ता है, लेकिन यहाँ क्या है कि वो वेबसाइट पे हम जाके हम उसको रीशेड्यूल कर सकते हैं, शेड्यूल कर सकते हैं और उसी टाइम में वो लोग आ जाते हैं। वो लोग काफ़ी पंक्चुअल हैं आने में।
It's a new app and it's in like everybody talks about it and it's easier. I get to choose when and where I want people to come to collect the scrap.
Customers also feel safer with green superheroes as they are coming from a trusted company and are verified by the police as well.
So the green superhero are the regular kabadiwalas. We train them, we give them our identity after police verification and other essential stuff. We make them so much able that they can go to your place and perform as our green superhero.
हमें पूरी सिक्योरिटी है। जो लोग आते हैं वो लोग जेन्युइन लोग हैं, वो लोग पुलिस वेरीफाइड लोग हैं और काफ़ी अच्छा सर्विस देते हैं।
Good morning, this is Manju from ExtraCarbon. How may I help you?
Customer service and care has been a focus area for everyone at ExtraCarbon. As a part of their induction, these green superheroes are trained to be professional and provide comfort to the customers.
So our main training to them is one, of course, how to use the app. But after that, what we train them for is so that the interaction between the customer and this green superhero, which is the most important thing for us, that goes smoothly and easily. So the customers like us and give us repeated business.
वो लोग जो collect करने आते हैं, they are very वेरी पोलाइट, वेरी स्वीट वर्डेड, बहुत ही अच्छी तरह से बातचीत करते हैं और माने ऐसा अपनापन अपने लगता है उनका।
ExtraCarbon also ensures that the business is conducted ethically even at the grassroots level.
So the main step in organizing this process was making it tech savvy. Second is when we send them to the houses, they go with a proper weighing scale. This ensures that there's no cheating of the customers. Post that, we ensure that the customers get a receipt, there's full transparency, and finally you've gotten cash in return for your kabad.
And to take the consumer experience to an all-new level, they've set up a smart tech team which systematically handles online bookings for selling waste through their website and app.
The app, it's much more easier to access. It's on the phone and it's like very handy. So whenever I use the phone, which is almost always, so it's much more accessible and plus it's easier to use.
उनके वेबसाइट पे हम जा सकते हैं और कोई भी प्रॉब्लम होने से हम उसको रीड्रेस करा सकते हैं। रीड्रेसल काफ़ी इजी है और जो मार्केट में जो सड़क पर कबाड़ी वाले रहते हैं वो तो फिर एक बार गए उसके बाद उनको ढूंढो तो पता ही नहीं कहाँ है।
Apart from buying waste, ExtraCarbon also provides a host of features to its customers on their website as well. One can earn credit points known as Joomla.
Joomla is an online e-commerce portal which ExtraCarbon has created, where you can redeem these credits by either buying, like say, milk for your household or clothes or different products which is on that website. If you don't want that, you can either convert those credits into Paytm or Freecharge, which we've also tied up.
The points earned can be redeemed through shopping for various items such as groceries, apparel, accessories and stationery articles.
I prefer Joomla credits over cash because I get more value for my scrap and plus I get to order stationery from the online site of Joomla.
The reward point system has turned out to be a win-win for both the company and its users, as discounted prices have helped in getting a lot of buyers hooked onto the portal.
People in corporates are so willing to do segregation, but it is not happening at the collection point. So we have provided them a platform wherein our green superhero will go to them and take their dry waste, and on the top of it, they can also provide you Joomla credits in which in the return you can take office stationeries from us. So corporates are pretty much liking our idea.
But reward points are not the only benefit that attracts customers to ExtraCarbon. It's also the will to recycle their trash.
Recycling is important because everything's been thrown away despite having some value to it. So we belong to a community wherein we're supposed to use everything to the maximum value. So I feel that we're going against it.
हमें ये इत्मीनान होता है कि हम जो भी सामान बेच रहे हैं वो सही जगह पे जा रहा है और वो सही तरीके से रिसाइकल हो रहा है।
ExtraCarbon ने लोगों का नज़रिया चेंज कर दिया। रद्दी को लोग प्रॉपर अपने घर में संभाल के रखते हैं। पहले कचड़े में डाल दिया करते थे, प्लास्टिक की बोतल कचड़े में डाल दिया करते थे। आज उनको पता है कि ये रिसाइकलिंग होता है। ExtraCarbon कंपनी पर लोगों को पता चला कि ये रिसाइकलिंग होता है, तो लोग उसको तरीके से रखते हैं। फिर वो जो रखते हैं तरीके से, फिर हम उसको जाके कलेक्ट करके लेके आते हैं। तो कस्टमर का ही फ़ायदा है कि उसको एक तो पैसा मिल रहा है, हमारा फ़ायदा है कि हमें बिजनेस मिल रहा है।
Waste segregation and recycling can only become successful when the participation is equal from both customers and service providers.
As an NGO, I feel that you need synergy from all quarters, from corporates, from companies like ExtraCarbon, the citizens, residents of the area, and the authorities like MCG, who should come together, bring the synergy in and work out a scientific working model.
ExtraCarbon has successfully managed to expand its reach from residential societies to now collecting waste material from restaurants, local grocery stores and even corporate houses. The company also provides technical expertise on wet waste management by recycling food and other organic kitchen disposals to produce compost.
But with the wet waste, with the right kind of partners, we are entering into the processing part also.
With an aim to innovate and introduce various methodologies for processing, treatment and disposal of solid waste, ExtraCarbon is emerging as one of the front runners in the evolution of waste management in India.
Future goals are to expand into a platform of services that we can go across businesses, across corporates, across government, and really start partnering with other companies across India who can complement our business. They might not have the expertise of doing the last mile, which is basically the groundwork of going and picking up the material from the corporates or the households or anywhere. That's where we come in. We are the experts in last mile. With our 300 green superheroes across Delhi NCR, we really can infuse that into their business model and help them achieve their goals of the NGO or of the partnership that's there.
In the near future, ExtraCarbon also plans to franchise their successful business model across the country.
So as of date, we have 7 franchises, and these are organizations or individuals or companies that are formed who really complement our skill set. They're interested in the Swachh Bharat campaign, and they partner with us and take a region in Delhi NCR so far, and we help them develop their business where they are doing all the work for us and we're providing the leads. So anybody can become a franchise with us. All they really need is to insert some capital, and at the end of the day, we're going to give them the playbook that they can use to do the same thing that we are in their region.
We want to cover whole India, pan-India. We want to have our network by adding more franchisee into the business, by adding more recycling centers and our collection points, and making more green superhero attached to us.
For efficient waste management, what is needed is a long-term vision to redraw and rework strategies, involve communities to participate, as well as an ingenious approach to waste reduction and recycling. ExtraCarbon is one such company that is successfully driving this change.
Partnered by Times Influence.